Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. We're a little behind this week, but hey, we're catching up. So today we thought we would talk about another show that we've been watching it for seasons now. It's called Haunted Discoveries. And I don't think we've mentioned this one before. Haunted Discoveries has
No.
two of the fellas from Grant's, what's his
Ghost hunting.
Yeah, I need more coffee. Yeah, from Grant's reboot of Ghost Hunters. And Mustafa, and I can't remember the guy's name, who's supposed to be the lead dude. But anyway, it's comes on Travel and Escape in Canada. I don't know where it is in the States because I haven't seen it, but it's probably on Travel or something.
Yeah.
It's not on Discovery, is it?
No.
I didn't think so. So it might not be on Travel. Anyway, it's called Haunted Discoveries. And I find the title a little misleading. If you look at it from the point of view of just the title itself, it sounds like they're discovering items that are haunted. But they're not. It's actually just ghost investigations, paranormal investigations at some not so well-known sites.
Yeah.
And that's what they are discovering, is some of these not so well-known sites. The one I watched two yesterday. It was a two-parter. I didn't realize it was a two-parter. And it was a coal mine in Kentucky. Now, I guess they're from Kentucky or that area, because you were saying yesterday that you think...
Well, they're based out of Kentucky.
Okay, that explains why lots of their investigations are in Kentucky. So yeah, they did a coal mine, and it was quite interesting, actually.
Well, one thing I like about these guys is they research, and they show you the research.
They do heavy research.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to see, like how they do it, who they talk to, and how deep they go. They do a ton of research, and it's interesting. The historical aspect alone is interesting. So yeah, some of the actual investigation techniques pretty similar. I think they have a few. Do they have a few devices? Yeah, they did have a few devices that are kind of different. I don't know if it's their experiments or not, but different kind of recorders for like 360 sound and that sort of thing. Different.
Yeah. Exactly.
I like these guys. I do like these guys.
Yeah, I know you do.
What do you mean?
That's okay.
Oh, is it? At first, I wasn't sure what to make of it. Honestly, the very first time I saw this, I wasn't sure what to make of it. It was okay. I thought, I don't know. Because to me, it's like any other ghost hunting show. But the more you watch it, the more I actually do enjoy it. And a lot of it is because of that history aspect. So
you're big on the history.
Pardon?
You're big on the history.
I am big on the history. That's more interesting than the actual investigation sometimes.
It can be,
Yeah, depending on the site and the people that are doing the background checking. Like some shows, they do a decent history, like Help My House is Haunted. They do a decent history of the area and stuff. And I know Kindred Spirits does a fairly decent history, and they do. Kindred Spirits is going off and doing a deep dive because they're staying in a house for several days. They kind of want to know what's going on. Ghost Hunters and stuff, they touched on history. They didn't go into doing deep dives. But I don't know if they are now. I kind of think they're doing a bit more now.
Well, they were ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
They they had Chris
Oh,
and
in the
all these,
beginning, yeah.
yeah,
In the beginning, their
doing it.
case manager did a lot of that historical background
Yeah,
stuff for them. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
But that's a long time
yeah,
ago. I don't
yeah.
know about now. Yeah, and Ghost
That's how
Adventures.
come those guys do that. The history so much. Like
Mhm.
they outed that fraud guy from who bought the old sanitarium. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you really yappy guy. And
Yeah.
he said, oh, that we had fucking thousands of deaths here.
No,
And,
we
you
didn't
know,
find any of that. Yeah.
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 Well, the people who died there were old to begin with,
Hmm. Yes.
and they
And
died of natural causes.
yeah, you don't get
Yeah.
better from age. It just marches on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those adventures, they used to do better research. They don't so much
Well,
anymore. Now they just look for and I almost wonder if they make some of
demon.
it up
Oh,
to fit whatever
they
narrative they're
do.
working on.
Yeah, they do,
Yeah. You think so, huh?
I think so.
Oh.
You can't prove it because you're not there, but,
Mm.
I, what do you go put an ad out? I need demons. You got any demons? Bring your demons out. Demons out.
Only demons may apply.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what I watched last night? I watched three-quarters of
Uh huh.
a haunted hospitals episode.
Uh
And
huh.
at first I liked it. It was good, and then it delved into stupid. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Well,
really. It was a nursing home, which is what I liked. Being that
right.
I do a lot of that, and
Yeah.
how this new care aide was coming up against something strange, which happens. And,
Yeah.
here's this door slamming, slamming, slamming in this one resident's room. Now, the resident isn't, you would think if she's able to ring the call bell, which she did prior, the door starts slamming on its own. You're going to be ringing the call bell again. But no, she did not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then this other carrier who'd been at the site for a long time comes down the hall and says, be quiet. You're going to wake everybody up. And she says, oh, no, it's doing it on its own. Oh, well, then just, leave it alone. Come on. Come on. Right. You're
Yeah.
just going to ignore the door slamming on its own.
Yeah.
And then the new person suddenly, a little while later says something else that's happened. And, oh, she feels these two, like her cheeks get really cold. And, oh, you've met Doris or whatever her name was. And she's Doris. She said, oh, yeah, Doris died, but, she still hangs around. Okay.
Uh,
Doris must like you.
Doors and freaker service.
And then later, but where they lost, and I can almost believe that, but where they lost me is a little while later, she hears that same woman in the room with the door that was slamming, screaming. And so she goes running down the hall, and at the foot of the bed, she sees, like at the head of the bed, she sees some demonic kind of thing grabbing the woman by the head. And
Oh, Jesus.
it's looking at her through the door and, stay away. I'm doing my
Oh,
job. Yeah, right. And that's when I went, oh, screw it. Honestly, really, no. Like I said, 30 years, I've never seen a demon in the nursing home. No, no, no.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all for stories. And that's what those producers want. Make it scarier, make it scarier.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And I know this because I've been told that.
Yes.
But anyway, we were talking about haunted discoveries. Way off on that tangent there. So yeah, they did this. And it wasn't just the coal mine. It's almost like the whole town, when we watched the one with Dave Schrader and it was the haunted town. What was that one called?
Oh, when he when
Him
they're at
and yeah. and
Casey and
CJ. They
yeah,
went to that town. Anyway, yeah. It was very much like that. So they investigated researched and investigated like an auditorium, and I think there was a store and the coal mine
yeah,
itself and the museum, the coal mines museum, and all of that stuff. So it was just a whole bunch of stuff related
yeah,
to the coal mine, which I think they said had some sort of an event that killed people, a
yeah,
cave-in or something. I missed some of it, but yeah, it was very well done. I liked it. I mean, it was a good show. Production was good. The filming was good, obviously, because it's professionally done. But the cast, so the investigators, I, I'm still not used to them because they're not
yeah,
flashy. They're not flashy like you see in some of the other shows. So
yeah,
it's like, oh,
yeah,
they're just like normal folks, and I liked that. There's
yeah.
one guy in the first half of the show, he's out there, interviewing people and stuff, and he's wearing a sport jacket under his, like with a sweater and a sport jacket. I'm thinking, oh, aren't you posh? And then the second half of it, he's actually just got like an actual sweater on as he's going. He doesn't have his jacket on, so but that was funny.
Lost with Posh. Huh?
He was very posh, yes,
Yeah,
yeah. I thought it was funny. I
yeah,
mean, you don't see that often, so that was kind of cool to see somebody dressed up for work. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah. It was interesting.
A little
But
different.
I really like Mustafa.
Yes, yeah, I do. He's got
He's
a
got
very
some
nice way.
passion behind him.
He's what? He
He's
he
got
what?
some passion behind him.
Yes, but he has a really calm way about him too.
Yeah, yeah, he does. He doesn't get.
Yeah, they're none of that. Oh my God, did you hear that? None of that screaming
Yeah,
going on.
yeah, dude, dude. Yeah,
Well, it's not just the dudes and the bros. It's just, you know, as much as I enjoy watching Help My House is Haunted,
yeah,
and again, the entertainment value more than just the investigation, but I enjoy watching that one. But what I don't like is how they all freak out when they get something on the recorder or something.
yeah.
Oh my God!
Somebody
Oh my
talks.
God! We're getting
Did you?
really. This is
Did
what
you?
you're there for. Just freaking
Did you
relax.
hear that? Yeah,
But they do. They start, you know, getting all agitated and excited, and their voices go up, and they're basically screaming. It's like,
okay.
knock it off. Just freaking
Yeah,
knock it off. You're supposed to be
yeah.
professionals.
And
Act
you'll
like
find
it.
none of that really on this new show.
So far, no, no.
You're
You know,
reeling me back in.
yeah, I like that. I mean, you're there to do a professional investigation because you're being filmed for
Yeah,
freaking television. Do it.
yeah,
Don't act like amateurs. And to me,
yeah,
that's what all the screaming is. You know,
yeah,
I mean, Barry
yeah.
Guy, whom I
Yeah,
quite enjoy him because he's funny as shit. Because every
and
little
he
thing,
goes,
oh, he'll do anything.
but
He'll
he doesn't run
no,
away.
no, he'll do anything, even though
I,
he's scared to death. Like
yeah,
that
and you
time
can
he got
see it
stuck.
in this.
Like that time he got stuck in the elevator. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that was good.
yeah,
I don't know if that was on this
yeah,
show or one of the other shows he's been on, but yeah, he didn't want to go into the elevator, and then he got stuck in there, and oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
yeah,
But
yeah,
he doesn't get as excited as Jane does. But once Jane, like
yeah,
she's just like Ray, our dog. Once she starts barking, everybody, gets excited.
yeah,
So when Jane
yeah,
starts to scream, "Oh my God, listen!" then everybody does. And all three of them,
yeah.
even Ian Lawman in there, who, yeah. Yeah. So off we go back to. Back to another show. Yeah, I think it's just more the comparison of it's very
Well,
Haunted
yeah,
Discoveries was calm and cool and a good investigation.
yeah,
Help My House is Haunted is, to me, more entertainment.
yeah,
So, I mean, like I say, I enjoy them for the most part, but you kind of watch them for different reasons, right? So,
yeah,
yeah. So there we have it. We've had our little tangent of more TV shows because we realized we actually hadn't talked about this one before. I don't think.
yeah.
I don't think we have.
No,
So,
I don't think so.
yeah. Well, either way, now we have.
And like I said, it's really good. They do a solid investigation
Mm-hmm.
historically and, properly. And,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. Again, these are our opinions and not fact. And our
yeah,
opinions are always
yeah,
subject to change. And if they do, we'll let you know.
yeah.
Let's see. Updates. The Conjuring House update. Well, there's more. We'll
Hmm.
talk about that another time, maybe.
Okay.
Because every
Yeah,
time we turn around, there's more. And there is. I
yeah.
saw a video yesterday. Jason Hawes was going on about some stuff. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great afternoon,
Yeah.
morning, day, wherever you are in this great big wide world.
Happy hunting.
Happy haunting. Bye now.